Yeah, so welcome back to Let's Just Talk. This is season 2, episode 1 of Let's Just Talk. And I don't know why, just it's the start of a new decade, new year, and I just figured that, of course, there's a fucking policeman outside every time. Oh, it's not a policeman, it's a fucking ambulance. Who got shot? It's an ambulance. You hear that?
Oh, the intro is great.
Oh my.
But anyways, we'll start over. I mean, if you want to start over.
No, that doesn't fine. We'll keep it in. We'll do it live. There's no need to be nervous. But, yeah, so it's 2020. So this is a really special year compared to, 2017 and 18. Like, there's something really special about 2020. It's a brand new year. Yeah, it's a brand new year, brand new decade. For a lot of us, it's our very first year where we're not even teenagers anymore. We're officially out of our teens. We're actually in our 20s, what do they call it, 20s and teens?
Yeah, we'll be hitting our 20s this year. Should be pretty interesting.
Yep. My birthday personally is on the 6th, so I'm excited for that. And I just figured that just with everything, I figured that this should be the start of Let's Just Talk to really be something special. I always imagine always imagine Let's Just Talk being a really special thing if we put in the time. So that's what we're doing.
I mean, on my channel, search Zereph. I've been trying to get back into the whole YouTube thing, but I think Let's Just Talk should always have a special place for us to always come back to, whether we do our own big channel or anything.
Yeah, it just feels like something that could be our brand, our thing.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool. Even though there's a podcast and a lot of people do podcasts, but
everyone has a podcast and people hate it. But this is us. This is our own thing.
I really enjoy podcasts though.
Yeah, podcasts are nice. They feel very personal. It's even though they're all the same type of thing, they all feel like they're personal to that person. Yeah, so definitely the whole point of the season 2, the reason why I call it season 2 is just I want to just go a lot more seriously at it this time. Last year I tried it. I was this is really cool, but honestly I got kind of lazy. So this year I want to actually if there's certain news that came out or some topic we really want to talk about, I want this to be a platform where we can just talk about it in a way that we can get it online. So before we get into all of that, I want episode 1 to just be reflecting on the new year and everything and certain goals we might have, things you want to discuss from last year or whatever you might want to talk about. Yeah, so let's just get into it. So what's I guess as a starting thing, what's a big thing that happened over the last decade for you guys that's just kind of I wouldn't say decade defined it, defined your decade, but just what's a huge thing that happened in the 2010s?
I guess I'll go first. For me, this is probably a typical answer, but college was a big thing for me. I experienced a lot. I learned a lot of things outside of even just education, and it's impacted me to work a lot harder than I've ever really worked. And another thing that really impacted me this year, I'm sure all of you guys can agree with this, was Etika's passing. That one really kind of impacted me, especially in terms of my work ethic, because it made me realize anybody can reach that point if they're working even overworking themselves, or if they push themselves to goals that are unattainable, at least in the way that they're trying. So school made me work harder, and then Etika made me work smart. That makes sense.
Speaking on that for a second, Etika's passing, for me, it definitely, it kind of forced me, and I think a lot of people just have a lot more self-awareness about just mental illness and just how serious it can get.
Yeah.
It's just whenever things like that happens, it's just shocking, and it just leaves a mark that just lingers for a long time. It's kind of
I agree.
Especially speaking of something more recently, if you saw PewDiePie's rendition of the YouTube Rewind, that memoriam that they did in the middle of it, it was just I don't want to say I forgot about it, but I definitely kind of what he was saying, people move on from it, but it's just when I saw it in the video, it kind of re-hit me that wow, he's just actually gone. It's crazy.
Mine's is not really as impactful as you guys' because I really it's the moment he passed, it's been a few months since I actually heard of the guy. So I'm thinking this is probably much how everyone else found about him, but I found him through the Deep Web video, and I thought it was freaking hilarious. So I kept rewatching it and everything, but I wasn't really into his streams like that. I just watched the highlights because that's the type of guy I am. I don't really like watching a lot of live streams like that. But when he passed, though, it did kind of bother me because I was just getting to know the guy, not like personally, obviously, but like, you know, as a content creator, I was like, okay, it's a new guy, it's a fresh guy that I'm actually like watching, you know, and the fact that he passed so soon, and I was like, didn't I just see him like a few months ago? Like, he's already gone. So that's the type of thing that it bothers me. It's like meeting a new friend that you're just, you know, that you're just getting comfortable with, like you're just getting okay with, and it's like gone or something. It's like moving away, but it's like even more sadder. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's that weird. It's weird.
Right. Yeah, and I guess to move on for me, for the 2010s, I think a lot happened in the 2010s. It's kind of weird because like from 2000 to 2010, I was literally just like born to being 10 years old, so I can't really like, I don't remember too much happening.
Yeah.
So from this year to this decade, for me, feels a lot more special because there's a lot more memories and experiences that I had in between. Although, like a lot of it, like the actual timeline of it is kind of weird because I don't. It feels like half is like a haze, you know?
Yeah.
But I feel like just
it's mainly like the last 7 years that you remember.
Yeah. For me, it's mainly just high school, and also like it was more like the half end, like the half from the later half of middle school up to like high school, and now that's mainly just what I remember. Just a lot of things with my family, but also just like, you know, meeting you guys, Justin, a lot of things that I was talking about in my 2018 reflection video that I made. The funny thing about that video, actually, so when it comes to like my parents and stuff, I think I told you guys why, but like I don't particularly talk about a lot of different things with them.
Yeah.
So when I made a video, you know, my parents are like kind of old school, so they knew I had like a YouTube channel that made content and stuff, but I never like made a video like that before. So when my dad had like watched it, he was like stunned because he was just like, I told him I never like sat down and just like
talk to your parents. Yeah, I'm the same.
So for him, he was just like, was just like, what the heck? Because for him, he was like, I'm a parent, I don't even know all this stuff about my kid, and I'm learning through a YouTube video. So it's kind of weird that whenever I bring up that video, my dad still is just like, he's like shook about it, which is
that's definitely. I've always wondered what our parents would think if they like knew everything about us, like the stuff that we didn't tell them. From like an
I guess I'm different because like, you know, when I have a problem, I always go to my mother about it, because like I feel like I can relate to her the most of like everybody that I know, you know, because like if I'm in my feelings, or if there's like the situation in class, or like I have financial issues or something, I feel like I can just go to her, you know, for help, you know, if it's like for advice even, you know. It's different for me because like I feel like I don't have to write something down. Well, maybe there's some things
sometimes
I do keep on the low,
you know.
Yeah, I do keep things on the low.
With that one, I see you coming from that one. It's just like, it's not so much that I don't think my parents will understand. I'm sure they understand. Like I got a lot of things from them. It's just, oh god, it's a car passing. I got like a lot of things from them, but it's just you ever like had like a conversation like you just wanted to vent, but then like you kind of left the conversation feeling like you didn't really get what you wanted from it.
Yeah,
I get that a lot,
and then like you're thinking like, oh, I could have said this, or I should have said this. Damn it.
Yeah. For me, they're just like they understand, but it's just like a lot of it is like I would talk, and I'll be like, okay, so this is going on. They get like 2 seconds into what I'm saying, and then like they like cut me off, and then go on like a super long streak about like, oh, in my life XYZ happened. I'm just like, that's cool and all, but I just kind of want to talk to you. Not really.
It's like,
it doesn't really feel like a conversation.
That's why this and this, and then sometimes it branches off into more of you trying to get help to them, you know, berating you about it. Like, well, if you didn't do this, or well, you do this all the time, type thing. Yeah.
So it's just like I didn't want to really be mean. So after a while, it's like, you know, I don't really say too much. But like I said, that's no real fault of their own. It's just that's just how they are. So it's fine. I understand that much. But I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. But yeah, that's mainly what 2010 was for me, was just learning a lot. So I guess another big thing that happened was that I graduated high school, so that was really cool.
Oh yeah, who doesn't remember that?
Oh no, shut up.
Well, yeah,
y'all
graduated.
It's a really special moment for me.
I forgot about that. But,
well, Katie, yours is more recent than ours. We graduated a while back, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I still have the photo of my graduation. It was like I don't know. It felt weird. It felt like obviously there's like 10 million kids like, you know, in front of you that's also having the same moment, but it feels the special day for you. You know what I'm saying? Like it feels like the spotlight's on you, even though it's not, right? Because like you go home and everyone's giving you so much attention, everyone's giving you props, you know, saying congratulations or whatever. It felt special to me. Like it was a nice day. It was a really nice day. I don't know. I didn't really talk much that day. I was just smiling the whole day. Cause I don't know.
Yeah,
it was just a very good day.
I think I still have recordings of mine. It was definitely interesting hearing like even like my parents and like people I went to school with in the crowd cheering for me. Like I think my biggest worry was like not even like, you know, like a clothing malfunction or anything like that. My biggest worry was, am I gonna go on this stage and nobody cheers for me?
I was thinking the same thing. It's just like, especially because like some people, the entire stage is roars and they're just like, oh my god, and then they get to you, it's like, who are you?
You just hear your family and you're like,
well,
yeah, crazy.
Our school was very strict on that, so like we didn't get no audience. Just even the live stream of my graduation actually.
I was for me it was terrible because of my name and like where I was seated and where the cameras were. I was seated like right in front of one of the little the main cameras, so whenever they were like showing shots of the school, I was like dead in the center of the screen the entire time, and it was just that was
luckily I didn't get that treatment. I waited and watched how other people did it so I could do it right.
That shit was whack.
Nah, it's like y'all getting nervous about getting cheered or whatever. I was getting nervous going up those steps. If I slipped and fall,
that's
oh my
like,
god,
that's it.
Most people are afraid of like, you know, falling or something. I'm like, dang, if I go in here and nobody cheers for me, that's gonna be embarrassing. But you know,
I did not want to fall on the stairs.
It was a stupid worry.
It was a live stream too, so imagine like rewatching that, you fail on the stairs.
They can't catch the commercial on that one. Everyone will see that.
Well, yeah, that's game over right there. That's GG's.
Yeah, so like I guess another big thing that kind of came from school, and one of the reasons why 2020 is, I feel like I think would be a really great year for me, was just that like you already hear a lot that like when people go through school, like the school system's more about just pushed you into college and not really like trying to help you figure out who you are and what you want to be. They just want to get you into college and stuff. I was definitely like pressured a lot in those different areas, and when I remember like everyone was like, yo, apply for this scholarship, go to the school and that stuff like that. And before I knew it, I was enrolled in, you know, community college, because I was pretty much told it was like it was either that or get a job and figure out how to live on my own. And honestly, I was too scared to do the second one, even though that's honestly what I kind of wanted to do. I was more interested in trying to make money, because I didn't really understand what the point of school was. I feel like I was just wasting my time doing things that just, I don't know, it wasn't really going to help me.
I find it weird that we're already getting pressured to, you know,
yeah.
Oh shoot, you're out of high school. When you finna get out the house, or when you gonna get a job,
it's crazy.
Or when you going to college? It's like, yo,
Yeah,
like,
for me, when I first, like, literally, like, I think a couple days after I graduated, my dad was like on me, like, yo, you need to get a job. And I'm like,
yeah,
I just got out of school.
And like for me, I'm like I'm kind of an impatient person, so like it's really hard for me to think like longer term. So whenever my parents would be like, oh yeah, if you choose, you can like, it's perfectly fine not to go to college, but if you choose to not go to college, you have to get a job and then leave out the house. And for me, whenever I heard that, I always internalized that as, if you come to me saying you don't want to go to college, you have about 2 weeks to get out of my house. That's always how I thought about it. And honestly, that made me really scared to like be honest about it. So what I did was I went to school and was like, oh, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, but in reality, I didn't want to do any of those things. And like, because I'm an inherently lazy person, that, just long story short, just kind of, you know, I went to 2 semesters of college and ended up just dropping out of it pretty much. So for 2020, I'm just really excited, because now that I'm kind of like being more honest with myself, it feels better. I feel like I actually like have. You can actually do
something you feel is worth it, so you won't be like feeling like you're wasting your time or even wasting anyone else's time or money.
Yeah, because like to get like, I don't want to get like too negative or depressing or whatever, but just when I was like, because like I said, I was just I was scared to tell my parents, but I also wasn't going to school. So I was basically just like pretty much lying to everybody, including myself. And honestly, a lot of the times I just genuinely, when I thought about like what the future was gonna be like, it was just a blank space for me. I didn't even know what I was gonna be doing. I generally thought like I didn't have a future. It was just very depressing a lot.
I feel like our future's gonna change right in front of our eyes. Like we're gonna say, oh, we're gonna be doing this, and it's like it could be just this in 20
That's
seconds.
why I'm not really like heavy bent on like anything, you know, like crazy or stable. But you know, I do have some smaller goals I think I can achieve without like interruption, but other things I think are just not gonna go as planned. It never really does. That's how life is.
Yeah. So for me, 2020 just feels like it's gonna be just the start of something great. Like like although objectively I'm in a pretty not that great place, because like I'm a couple $1,000s in debt and I lost my financial aid and XYZ and stuff like that. I feel like amazing. Like I feel like I actually, you know where I'm going. So that's why I'm super excited for 2020. So that actually kind of leads to the next part. Like, so what are your guys' goals for 2020? Like, what are you guys trying to do now that the new decade happened and everything?
Well, I guess I'll let Katie take it. Yeah.
If I'm gonna be fair, well, it's like listing things is like you don't know what's gonna happen. So I don't really want to list something. I'm just gonna stick to what I usually do and just be positive throughout the year, because 2019 wasn't the best, but like I end up on a positive note. I end up actually being happy again. So it's like, that's the route I just want to be in. It's like, just be happy, right? And whatever comes out, just be happy about it, regardless if it's terrible or if it's, depressing or whatever. In the end, I just want to be happy. So like that's all. That's
a good mindset to have.
Yeah, that's the mindset I have, because I hate being depressed. I hate being sad. I hate being angry the entire. No, I hate holding grudges. Like hate all that stuff. So I just want to be happy throughout this entire year. Obviously, something's gonna hit me, and something's gonna give me the dumps for a little bit. Because it happens every year. But like at the end of the year, I want to be smiling. I want to be happy, rejoicing, screaming. I just want that mindset.
Just imagine Max. Just going, ah. Okay, sorry.
Screaming.
I just imagine that shit.
I do have some goals that I think are attainable, and some that are like side goals. Obviously, I want to continue with the music, continue with the YouTube. Obviously, I'm not even gonna say, "Oh, I'm gonna get super into it." I'm just gonna do it when I want to. And I feel like that's how everything should be. If it's a hobby, you do it when you feel like it. You do it while you enjoy it. On a personal note, I want to fix my relationship. It's pretty rocky right now. It's been on pretty shite terms.
I got you.
It's getting better, but I really want to focus on that. I want to make this a very good year for that, because this will be like the second year that I've known this person or been with this person. And right now we're not on.
Relationship you've been in?
Yeah, this is the longest relationship I've been in. Right now we're not on great terms. Things are getting better. Hopefully we can be back together and whatnot. Because we're together, but we're not really together right now. That makes sense, mainly because of the distance.
Right, like
so there's a bit of there's a bit of a divide, but I feel like that's a big goal for me, because I think I'm getting to a point in my life where you need somebody. You don't really need somebody, but you know what I mean. Like
how rare it is to find someone.
You either need a friend or you need a lover at this point in your life. You need somebody, because you can't go through this stuff alone.
Yeah.
And my final goal is Katie loves this one. My final goal is to move out by around like August. Now, I'm not gonna pretend I'm gonna be completely financially independent. Of course not. Still gonna rely on my parents. But I want to have my own place. I can't keep consuming off my parents forever in terms of coming back here and them driving me back and forth. And it's also I'm gonna be 20, and I don't want to be in a house like some of my other siblings. Sorry, gotta sneak this, but I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that child. I want to beat that expectation. So
same here. I'm definitely on that too. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna be able to get out by August. I'm looking personally at the next 2 years at least. Only because I want to make sure that if I do move out, I always think about this. I always think back to that one quote from SpongeBob where Patrick was like, "When I moved out from my parents, I never went back." I kind of want to be like that guy.
Well,
so, if I move out, I want to make sure I have everything. But I know you can't. There's always gonna be a level of risk to it. But I know that there's basically I have resources here, so I want to be sure I can use it to a way that I can actually move out without having to immediately move back in.
Like, it's like I have that mindset too. It's like, yes, at some point I do want to leave and get out, but like I feel like at this point right now, the mindset goal right now is to obviously find a job, which I haven't found yet. So I'm gonna find a job and just go to college right now. I'm at a community college right now, so I feel like I'm at a pretty stable, you know, place right now. Well, not really, because I don't have a job, but like I want to at least get to that point so I can be like, all right, cool, I'm actually chilling, you know. It's like the part where I'm be like, yeah, I'm ready to get out, I'm ready to leave out of the house. I feel like it's gonna come like in the next, I don't know, 4 years. I feel like when I'm done with actual college, I'm done with it. Then I'm like, all right, this is the next step I want to go to, because like, you know, I don't want to be in college and then move out. It's like, I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening, and I'm not gonna have time to myself or anything. So it's like I want to get this time to actually be organized, you know, and take things slowly.
It's crazy because one of the reasons why I'm just like I want to like kind of rush, but not rush too much, because I remember my brother Mark used to live here, and I remember he was so desperate to leave the house because, you know, various reasons I can't really get into, but in a nutshell, he was like, you know, trying to leave, and he ended up getting an apartment, you know, moved his family back in there, and just immediately he just wasn't ready for the responsibility, and things happened, and within like 6 months he was just back in the house again, and it was one of the most humiliating.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm afraid for y'all, especially the fact that you guys are already thinking
I was looking at that, and I was just like, when I move out, I am not trying to come back in, at least not
like I was saying.
Like that.
That's probably because, like you were saying, he moved out for reasons. It probably has something to do with your parents. So he doesn't have that crutch. Like I said, my parents are still going to be supporting me. I'm just going to be paying
like they supported him and stuff.
Like
it was just like, but it's just.
But yeah, if you don't have the work ethic, or if you're not ready, you're not ready. But no offense, nobody can tell me I'm ready besides myself. You know, I'm the only one that can.
Oh yeah, that's also true. That's also true as well too. That's real true. You also got to have that confidence to take that risk because you won't always know everything that's going to happen, but you just have to be willing to take that risk. So that's also something too I need to think about. Do you guys also have this feeling that's like, whenever it comes to long-term planning, it's just I don't know, when it's difficult for me to say things like I have to do this for like the next 2 to 3 years, because it's just like, I don't know, it's really hard for me to think longer than a couple months when it comes to that type of stuff. Like I feel really uncomfortable saying, oh yeah, I'll be here for another couple years, because I just feel like within like, I'm pretty sure like midway this year something's probably gonna happen that's gonna like shift my circumstances a lot.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to say, like, I don't want to have any concrete goals so I don't feel disappointed. So.
Yeah, because I feel like that a lot.
Man, I don't think what's coming up next. I just wait for it to happen. You know, the time is right. That's all that really matters to me. Because I feel like when something just approaches you, and take that chance right there and there. So you don't be like, I'm gonna wait for it, you know, or like, well, I can't wait till this happens or something like that. You just let the moment happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, trying to think. So what's some other topics we talked about? So like I know we got. Let's just talk. So what's some other things you guys are trying to do in terms of like content online? Like any. I know you say you're gonna try to make more music and stuff, but just like any sort of projects or something you're working on.
If you guys haven't noticed, hopefully you do, because if not, it's pointless. I have a new mic now.
You definitely did.
So I want to start recording more content with the mic, like in terms of streaming, of course. I definitely want to get back into streaming because I think it's easier than doing videos, and also a lot more fun if you have the view base. I definitely want to get back into doing more raps. I've been doing that a lot more recently. I've been enjoying it a lot more. I think it even sounds a lot better now that I can actually rap without the mic destroying itself.
Yeah, and also just that genuine confidence boost in the mic too. You can like hear it through your raps. Like it just sounds more energetic. I like it.
So yeah, I definitely want to work on a lot more raps. I want to branch out a little bit, start working with other rappers if I get the opportunity. It's a little tough in that department, but yeah, I have a couple like smaller little projects and stuff that I definitely want to come out with.
Nice. How about you, KD?
I'm gonna keep it simple, really. But like, in terms of like, you know, I do want to get back to, obviously posting on my YouTube channel again. It's been some stuff, but I also want to post some experimentals too. Like, so like my second channel, I have like a bunch of like weird stuff on there. So like, let's say if I want to make a fake trailer, I can make a fake trailer. If I wanted to make a fake commercial or something, I just want to do some more fun stuff besides music. So maybe someday I can stream a gaming video, or I can you know, record myself playing a game and posting it online or whatever, you know.
Right.
And you know, kind of get back to editing, because I haven't really edited as much as I used to, but I definitely want to get the grips back of that, because like editing was fun back in the day, and it's like I don't really do as much, because when I make a music video for my music channel, I really just do like a few things, and that's really it. So I really want to get back to having fun with my editing skills again. And on top of that, I want to get out more this year. Back when I was, you know, 2015 through like 19 or 2018, I was in Iowa, and I wasn't really getting out as much because I was super upset because we moved from my old town. So like now that I'm back and I'm actually like, you know, in the area, I want to get back out there, you know, and meet some new people, meet some new friends, and even speak to some old friends and get some kicking with them, because I've missed that in real life, you know, conversations in real life, people, you know. It's I miss that sometimes, you know. Yes, I got my siblings next door, and you know, we can always talk at dinner or whatever, but I really want to see other people, you know. That's the vibe I want to get. So I want to try to get out more. Obviously it's winter, so obviously it's getting cold out, it's snowing, so no one's really out. But like during the summer, I hope to, you know, since everyone's coming back from college, they're going to come back home or whatever, hope to get a chance to, you know, catch up on stuff. So that's what I want to do.
Oh, that's actually good. That's a really good goal. I was thinking the exact same thing, honestly. Like, ever since I graduated high school, really, I have not really been getting out that much. I've definitely been living that hermit life. So now that I got a job, that's another thing that happened this really recently. I recently got a job working at the AutoZone that's right next to my house, so that's really nice. But yeah, now that I have like a source of income, even if it's like really small, I really want to start going outside and getting more of that in-person interactions. So that's something I'm definitely trying to do as well. In terms of like YouTube and other types of stuff, I've been really wanting to make YouTube videos, but I've been really struggling on like finding something concrete to do. That's one of the reasons why I'm trying to do Let's Just Talk again, because that's something that I always felt confident in trying to make. I was thinking about trying to do like a vlog type thing, or talking more about myself, but like ever since that whole 2018 reflection thing and how my parents were all like, about, you know, talking online, I just not like, I haven't been like I can't do it, but it's just a little bit discouraging. Like it's in the back of my head. It's like, how personal should I get online?
Shoot, but, that also just like you know, influenced me a little bit. But like I have like tons of journals that I wrote, and you know, so like let's say if like something crazy happened today, or there's a big huge moment in my life that's like happening right now, I usually just jot this stuff down and just keep it for memories or whatever. Even if it's a bad thing or a good thing, you know, I always jot these down so I don't forget it. This is why I have such a good memory. Like I have memories like from when I was 4. You know, all those memories are like that far back. So like 4 to like right now, I can remember anything. You know, if people ask me at least. But something that I've been trying to do, but I've been lacking confidence, is like talking about, you know, something personal in my life. So let's say there's something in my journal I just want to read off and just kind of just have a little journal, you know, video. So I want to do something like that. And there was something else, but I completely just forgot. I have no idea what it was. Oh, I also have a third channel. Maybe I should do that with it. I have this third channel and there's like nothing on there. I was thinking of like, you know, worst comes to worst, I get hacked or something and my stuff goes goodbye. So I was like, here's this random dead third channel that no one knows about. So I was thinking maybe I should post something on there, but I'm not so sure. I'm not sure what to do with it.
Yeah, not sure either. So I think it's some other things. We can probably cut this part, but other things we can talk about?
Well, I don't want to get all too sad or anything, but like, you know, we've been talking about some good things. Can we discuss about something that was bad things?
Bad things.
Like something hit you rock core to the point that you was like, maybe depressed for like a few years, or you wasn't as happy as you was before?
Oh,
Something.
well.
And how did you recover from it?
I guess I was okay. I guess we can talk about that. I kind of alluded to it earlier about the whole like school thing. That was like one of the main things. Also, aside from like not getting out as much, but yeah, the main thing for me was just pretty much at the end of 2018 onward. Like as soon as I enrolled into college and everything, I was pretty much living like every day as a lie personally, because like I said, I wasn't really being true to myself and what I wanted. I really truly wanted to get a job and make money and figure out how to make things work without necessarily having to go to school. I was done with school. But you know, I was honestly, you know, too scared to try and go that route because I was just too comfortable, you know, with what I had at home. So with that, I was trying to go to school, and then I just ended up just stopped going. And the effects of that was that I just pretty much had to lie to like all my friends and even my family and parents and stuff. Even though my parents, and pretty much I found out later that my parents had known about it for pretty much the entire time, but they were just going along with it for whatever reason. I don't know why. But yeah, that was really dragging on me a lot. Like that taught me a lot of lessons.
Right?
Yeah, the college thing. Pretty much everything from 2018 to 2019. I think I was lying about it, and then it all kind of, because I was so scared personally. To me, if it was up to me, I would never have like said anything for like the rest of my life. Like I wanted to like try to figure out a way out of it and solve it without necessarily telling the truth, which was probably the worst decision I could have possibly made at the time. But yeah, it wasn't until like I can't remember the exact time. I think it was like early December. I think it was early December, or at the end of November of last year. It's crazy saying last year now. My parents pretty much just like, okay, we're just gonna expose this. And, you know, they essentially just kind of, you know, they came around saying like, yo, you need to talk about your grades and whatnot. And I realized that I couldn't really hide it anymore. And, you know, try to get, I don't want to get like too sad, but like the night, it was funny because this was the same day or day before my orientation for AutoZone. So it was kind of conflicting because I wanted to be really happy about the fact that I finally got a job, but the entire time I was there, just like thinking about how my entire life was over.
It's just like a weird state.
Yeah, I was just like, I was at the orientation and they were just like talking like, oh yeah, when you get your job XYZ, this is great for you. And I was just like, it was like, yeah, and I was just kind of turning to white noise. But then on the ride home, dude, it was just, I think that was probably rock bottom for me, to be honest. Like I genuinely, like I was considering, you know, suicide. It was bad. It was rock bottom for me. And it's just after that, the crazy thing was, so I came in and I told them that, yeah, I pretty much wasn't going to school for both semesters and essentially wasted all their money, all the government's money and the trust and everything. Because the entire time they didn't say anything about my grades, they didn't ask about any of that. They were just like, yeah, we trust you. And I never said anything. And the crazy part was that once I told them, since they already knew about it, they were just like, okay, now that you told us about it, you just got to figure out how to get out of it. And now that you have a job, you just focus on that. They were pretty okay with it, you know? And I don't know, it's just, so I guess to answer your question of how I got out of it, it was just, I stopped bullshitting really and just told the truth. And now that
you say you're in debt right now, right?
So right now I owe, I don't know the exact number. I think it's like around, it's not a lot compared to student loans. It's like $3,000, $4,000.
You could be like me.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's not terrible, but it's just, yeah, just the idea of like looking at your parents and just lying, and just, or to your friends too when they talk about college and stuff, or just, I don't know, the entire year just felt terrible because I wasn't being true to who I was. So yeah, that entire year was just terrible for me. So that's why 2020 is really exciting for me now, because it's like, even though I have to solve these problems that I made for myself, it's like now I know I'm going in the right direction. Even if, like, you know, the job I'm working at isn't a lot of money, it's, you know, what I wanted to do. And at the end of the day, that's all you can ask for.
Yeah,
I don't know. What about you?
One thing I did learn is to communicate a little better with my parents. That's really helped.
Yeah. He's asking. I don't know if you're here, but he was asking what's a bad thing that happened.
And how did you recover from it?
Yeah, how'd you recover from it?
Y'all should already know that. It happened this decade, I guess.
Yeah.
The whole thing where I was gonna get suspended, what I essentially did was I just learned from it. That's all you really can do. Just learn from it and bounce back. Due to that, I learned that, you know, just because something bad happens doesn't mean everything stops. Like, the world doesn't just end because something bad happens.
Yeah,
yes, there's consequences to actions, but there's always a way to move forward and even move towards that goal, even if you can't do it at that moment.
Yeah,
so,
it's like now that we're out of school, we're like we're not fully grown up yet, but we're definitely learning a lot. That the world that school painted for us is like a lot different from what's actually going on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, because honestly, that's what we learned in school too, is that like if you fucked up or whatever, you get grounded, you lose everything. So it's like you're kind of used to the idea of like you're not supposed to make mistakes.
Yeah,
but
now that's not the case.
Yeah, like in this world, you can make mistakes and you learn from it. You just move on and don't do the same thing again. If you do the same thing again, then just you're fucked. So that's pretty much it.
Well, I'm gonna keep mine brief because like I can go on forever about this story. But like something that's hit me rock bottom was moving back like in 2015, I think. So yeah, it was like late 2015. I'm a freshman in high school, getting ready for a whole new journey, right? So I'm still in my old town. I'm getting to know everyone. I met a few new friends. It was actually pretty cool, you know. And like it was a girl too, and she was like really cool, right? So I'm getting to know her. You know, got my friend over here on this side, got other old friends on this side. You know, I liked the community I was in, like I liked the town I was in, and I had a girlfriend at the time. So it was like everything was good. Everything was a thumbs up. Then out of nowhere, I'm getting an announcement. It's a staff meeting, and I'm getting an announcement that we're moving. So that hit me super hard because like, first off, you know, like I think finals was like the week before or something like that. It was a week after or something. And I was like, finals is like, you know, right around the corner, and you just finna strip that away from me. You know, it's like I'm not gonna get any grades. You know, my high school is gonna be effed up. It's gonna be messed up. You know, and it's like not only that, it's like I have to tell my relationship I'm finna be out of here. You know, so it was hard to get that across. So that hurt me. And it's like all these new friends I just met is gonna be irrelevant because like I'm pretty sure when you go away for too long, they're not really gonna keep in contact with you like that, right? So it's like everything was just falling apart for me. So the day came and we actually left around like Thanksgiving, and we moved, and I was like super upset. Like I didn't want to leave. Like I actually like stood in front of my friend's house and I was like, yo, think I can crash in here for like, I don't know, a few years or so, then I'll move out. You know,
years, like it's just a simple feat.
Yeah, it's like I said, I was really stubborn about moving. I really did not want to leave. Like, you know, she was honking the horn like, you know, for like 5 minutes, and I was just sitting there like, I'm not leaving. I'm not finna go, you know? I was in too much denial. So we moved or whatever, and we were at the new place, and I hated the place already. Like I hated how the town smells. I didn't like the people. I didn't like stores. Like I didn't like anything there. So I was like, you know, everything, you know, I just stuck my middle finger at it. So I was like, I don't like this place, you know. So, you know, then it's like, you know, I got an announcement that I had school, you know, coming up. So, you know, and I was like, okay, I'm still a freshman. I can still do this, right? So I get there and I'm already not really liking it too much. It just didn't feel right. It's like the previous school I was at was a lot bigger. It was a lot big. It actually felt like in high school. Like this school that I was at didn't feel like that. It wasn't as big. And it's like I already memorized the place within like a day. And it's like it felt like a middle school. It was a first floor and it was a second floor. You know, high school there was like 5 other floors, right, with different sections of like, you know, this is the science area. This is like the math area. This is the music area. This is the gym area. So it's like, you know, it was a weird place, and you know, it's like a movie really, because like you ever watch those movies where they dislike something because it's something changed, and then like over time they just liked it for whatever reason. So that thing, to keep it brief, that's something that happened to me. It's like, I think, yeah, I was in a bunch of drama in that school. There's a bunch of toxic things going on over there. There was a lot of like nonsense actually happening in that school. Like I can't even tell you how many times we had someone on Snapchat saying something stupid like, "Oh, I'm gonna show up to school tomorrow," or like, "Yo, did you see this person's sex tape or something?" It was something always crazy that week, and someone's always getting talked about. Like the school was super toxic, and it was so bad. But like, I got to my senior year, and I've met a lot of friends along the way. So it was like, it's this random gym class, second period. And like, I'm seeing all these people I don't even know. There was only this one dude who I've seen at my workplace at the time, Taco Bell. I was working there, and he was there for like, I don't know, a day or two. Then like, I heard he got fired or something because he wasn't arriving or whatever. So I seen him, so I recognized him and started talking to him. And then like, he had a friend, so you know, we kind of meshed up, kind of became, you know, 3 friends, a trio. Then like, you know, we just gathered more and more people, and it became this big huge squad. Y'all seen the photo, y'all thought I was photoshopping there or something, but that was the squad I was hanging with every day, and it was super exciting to actually go to a class just to meet a squad of people, you know. It was super fun. And it's like, the crazy thing is, we was moving again, so it's like, I developed everything, I invested into everybody, and I'm just finna just leave like that, right? So
yeah, like right as you settle down, it just moved again.
Right. So like, I'm actually liking the place for once, and we're just moving again. You know, it was like, you know, I didn't like the place to begin with, but like, I actually found something, right? I had a job, I loved my job, and it's like, I loved the people who in that class anyways. Like, I loved the people there. So it was actually nice. I was actually cool with living in Iowa for a while. And then like, you know, news got out that we had to leave, we had to move or wherever. So, you know, it was, I don't know, I really didn't feel like extremely sad about it, but like, I definitely felt some type of way after we left. I was like, wow, I am gonna miss this place, even though I completely dislike it. And it was like, you know, it holds some place in my heart, you know. Sure, like, it made me depressed for a while because, you know, I had to break up with my relationship. A few people, you know, stopped talking to me, whatever. So it's like I was forced to start a new life or whatever. But it's like, I don't know how to feel about it, you know. And just to invest in a whole new life, and then it just gets taken away from you like that, you know, like in 20 seconds. It's weird, but you know. So we get to the new place. I'm actually happy this time around, and I love the new house. It's really great, and the school was amazing. I love the school. It's like, you know, no disrespect to any other races, but there was a ton of black people, and I actually felt comfortable. Like, I went to the first day of class, and like, everyone's already talking to me. Like, I'm like, you know, it just felt, I don't know, this felt like the school I should have been. Like, this felt like my previous school. It's like, okay, this is where I should be. Like, this is the place where, you know, this, like, where my previous school, like, last off, you know. So I felt like it was continuing my school from there to that school. So, you know, I think there was this one class that I really enjoyed. It was graphic design. I really liked the teacher there. She actually complimented my work like every single time. It's like, she actually, I think she's the reason why I have this cereal box, because like, you know, she had some really good ideas, and I thought they were pretty dumb, but like, once I got started, it was actually like, you know, awesome, you know. So I absolutely love the school. I absolutely love the lunch there. They had this fresh homemade pizza. It's extremely good. Then they had like fries with it too, so it's like pizza and fries every single day was just the bomb. And it's like, I kind of miss it, but I kind of don't, because it's school, but you know. But I'm kind of in a happier place now. It's like, I'm at the college. I love the college, you know, right now. I love their lunch there as well. But I felt a little nervous starting this college than I did to this high school. because this high school I was excited to go. I was like, just send me to school already. But like this college, I was like, yo, I'm a little nervous. I don't even really want to go type thing. But once I went, I actually felt comfortable or whatever. So, you know, I'm kind of at a happier place now than I was in Iowa. So, yeah, I guess to answer my question to how I got over it, well, okay. So first off, well, I really wouldn't say it, but like to keep it brief, I'm kind of just gonna say I kind of just said to myself, yo, get over it. It's a new life, you know, deal with it type thing. And that's kind of the strict mindset I had, and that's kind of the driving point of what made me forget about all the times I had in the past, and was just like, all right, the past is the past. Let's just start with what's happening now. And I kind of had the same thing, you know, living here. It's like, all right, that's that past. Let's go ahead and work on, you know, this future right now. So that's kind of my thing.
It's been an interesting year for all of us, I guess. A lot of changes that we've had to get accustomed to. But we're here. We did it.
That's going to be like, to be honest, going forward, you know. Yeah. It's like you want to look forward in the future. Just know that, you know, things can change any moment.
So I think my question
never,
I guess my question now to you guys, you know, since you guys told your story.
I like that. I like that really
badly. I'm sorry. My question to you guys now is like, you know, since you guys all told your story, are you guys happier now than you guys were in the past, or you guys are in the middle? Because, you know, sometimes saying the word, oh, I'm happy is a broad statement. So sometimes you gotta be like, I'm better than I was. I'm just in the middle. I'm okay. So how do you guys feel right now?
I guess for me is I'm definitely happier now, just on a base level compared to where I was. I feel like I'm more confident. I feel like I have a little bit more self-esteem, but I feel like I'm happy because I'm hopeful for the things that I can be in the future, you know, like in terms of like my mental health, physical health, everything like that. So I'm mainly just happy because I feel like I have a bright future ahead of me, if anything. What about you, Raekwon? Or Zereph? Fuck.
The question is, this kind of sounds a little broad, but you get what I mean. But are you happy of the state that you're in right now? You know, obviously you can be like, I'm in the middle.
Oh yeah, I'm the happiest I've been in a while, to be honest. Yeah, my life, I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's as great as it can be at this point, you know?
Yeah, definitely could be worse.
It definitely can be. So, yeah, right now I'm very grateful for everything I have. I think that's what's most important, just being grateful. Even if life isn't at its best, you have to be grateful for what you do have, or you might as well just wallow in self-pity the entire time.
Yeah, you know, they say like you go through things twice, you know, it's actually going through
That's
it.
That's something I lacked back in Iowa. I wasn't grateful for whatever was heading my way. I was like, nah, I don't want this, you know, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, yo, here's some friends, and it's like, nah, but it's like, you know, some type thing.
Right. Well, I guess we've almost hit the hour mark, so we can cap things off here. Generally, that's, oh god, the fucking police again. They didn't catch him the first time. Wait, we'll give it a second. No, it's an ambulance again. Oh my god.
Zombie apocalypse has begun, and we don't.
This is the last podcast, y'all. Sorry.
Probably stab someone again. But yeah, so I guess just to wrap things up, just in general, that's just where we're at in terms of like how we feel about the last decade and where
subscribe to Zereph on YouTube.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be like all the, you know, credits in the description. I don't think we have show notes and all that stuff yet, but we'll probably work our way to it. It's definitely gonna be evolving, so I mean, I want to try and add in like, you know, spicier, nicer edits and stuff. But just I just wanted to just get out there and just start, and you know, next time we have something we really want to talk about, rather than just stewing it and say, oh, we should probably do it, let's just talk. We'll actually just do it. Let's just talk on it. So
obviously,
nice. I want to try to do that.
Yeah,
I don't have like an actual series in my. I don't have like an actual like schedule in my head. I'm not gonna say we'll do it every week.
Yeah.
F that. We'll do it.
But the one thing I can say is that
also works like having guests
whoever who's watching, you know, obviously you heard our story. So, what do you guys think? Yeah. Yeah, what do you guys think? You know, you obviously, you know, join the conversation, you know, join the discussion. So
You know, I want to see who's a real listener. Like, if you got to this point and you have not skipped ahead or whatever, I want you to say monkey nuts in the comments.
Yeah, comment monkey. Oh no, that might get deleted by YouTube. Comment. Comment blissful.
Yeah,
comment blissful.
Yeah, if you were genuinely listening and got to this point of the video, comment blissful, and then we'll know you're a real one. Either that or really lucky by just happening to click to the end of hear that.
Maybe that as well. Yeah, tell us what you guys think about your last decade down below. Do you have any recommendations for things that you guys want to hear about? Sure, lay it on us. If we think it's worth talking about, we'll go for it, especially if we have our opinions on it.
And one of the things for me is I want Let's Just Talk to be a really open podcast. One of the things is just that I kind of want Let's Just Talk not to be is just one of those, you know, run-of-the-mill, super like clean-cut, you know, sponsored podcasts. The ones that like have a very strict like, you know, set of topics and questions and guests and whatnot. I kind of want it to be an open thing, you know. So there's like if you want to be on the podcast, if you want to like talk and stuff, just shoot me your Discord or anything that you use to talk with. We prefer Discord. But,
please Discord, please. We love that.
Yeah, please. Actually, never mind.
No Uvu. No Uvu. I hate that app.
It's free. It's free.
No Uvu, no Skype, no phone call. I'm not calling you on my phone and holding it up to the mic. Podcasts that do that are bad. We're saying it here now. They're bad.
Discord. But yeah, I want to be open thing. So if you just want to talk and chill with us, or just join the Discord server down below. Also, I don't know if you want to link the server.
Yeah, we'll be linking the Discord down below. If you got this far, that's your treat. You get a nice Discord.
Yep. So, all right. So we'll see you guys in the next episode.
See you guys in the next episode. This is your.
Oh, so I was saving it for the end.
Signing out.
I'm KD. I'm out of here.
Oh my god. All right.
Hey, that's you.